Yo, so this is hey, it's really controversial, but you can have your opinions and then we're gonna have to watch this video and ask some questions to ChatGPT and hear what's the answers. The question is what will be America without the African American, right? So I'm gonna play this video from this lady.
Since there's so many of y'all on here talking about go back to Africa, you should go, blah, blah, blah. I decided to ask ChatGPT,
Okay, okay, okay.
Chat, what would happen if all Black Americans left the U.S. and returned to Africa? And one thing
I like
ChatGPT
this
do
lady
not do
so
is lie,
much
baby. So
because
this
she
is what
like
ChatGPT said. This is food for
I
thought for
mean you're not
everybody
ready yet.
who's
Just keep
saying go back to
watching because you're
Africa.
not ready yet. Just keep watching.
So first, Black Americans
Yeah.
make up 14%
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
U.S. population and
Yeah. Yeah.
contribute
Not really into
significantly
the
to
government,
healthcare,
but few
education,
because they
sports,
hold the power. So
entertainment,
we all know that.
government. And a sudden departure would create significant labor shortages. That's one. Two, Black Americans contribute over
One point
$1.7
seven. Yeah.
trillion
It's good.
annually
Not that
to
huge,
the
but
U.S.
yeah, it's
economy.
good.
A departure like that
Okay, that's correct. Yeah. That's huge. Losing one
would
point seven
create a
trillion as a
sudden
country,
loss of
it's a
economic
lot
power.
because I'm not mistaken, you
Three,
can call me out on this. America has at least 29 trillion dollars is their GDP and China has 38 point something. If I've done my research good, that's it. So China has at least almost like uh 10 more trillions than America. So if you are an American and then you lose 1.7 trillion to your GDP, that's huge, all right?
Black owned businesses, which employ millions of Americans, would shut down or
And
relocate,
look,
shifting the wealth
I'm
to
not African
whatever
American,
country all of us went to.
but
Number four.
what the hell has the
Now,
right
this
to
one gonna
tell
really piss you
African
off.
American they've been historically been brought there by force, right? And then after that, they contribute to a lot of things. Like today, I was watching this lady in one of the Ghanaian shows that she said many people give Thomas Edison huge credit of inventing the light bulb, but they forget that the person who invented the filament of the light bulb was Dr. Louis Latimer. And then that rang a bell because without the light filament, then you can't create a light bulb. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, if you do researches and stuff like that, who invented the light bulb? Um, Edison, Edison, Thomas Edison. But it was actually literally not him. It was the guy who started with the filament. And then from the filament, Thomas Edison developed the idea of bringing the glass and that thing they put down. I don't know how to call it. You can tell me in a comment below. And then boom, all the credits goes to Thomas Edison created Bob. And he even said in his quote and some of his book, he failed almost 1,000 times, but just for the trials while he was creating all those things. Okay, Thomas Edison, but you took someone's idea and from that idea and then you develop it. It's never just come to you abruptly, right? Because the original idea was the magnets of that's brought actually everything. One you develop the idea. So in Latimer, um No credit. No credit. I tried to research him, read him, blah, blah, blah. Not too much credit. Everywhere, they keep on hiding him. Guys, check this out. Check this out. You're going to let me know. Yeah. So you took them by force and you trying to force them to go back where they originally belongs. I don't understand what you're saying about that. You telling me in a comment because me, I really don't understand it.
Oh, this one gonna piss you off. Loss of cultural
True.
influence. Black
And lose.
Americans, and I
Exactly.
quote, Black Americans have shaped
Man, I'm
U.S.
not gonna lie
culture
to you.
through
For
jazz,
me, look, I
hip-hop,
even drop a comment
and
here. Without
blues,
African
fashion,
Americans,
language,
America would
and
have
sports.
been just like England or Australia. You can't lie and say that America would have been the same without the African Americans. I mean, everybody speak like the reason why English is so powerful. I'm not saying that is because of the African Americans, right? Because they had the way to change English, bro. Like bringing a lot of slang in English, the musical influence, entertainment. I mean, like, and now English is a global, like, business language all over. I don't think it's because of England. No. No, 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 no. I will be saying it's a huge no. English is not popular because of England, because English is not even English language. I've said this in so many of my videos. The English, they've never brought English because the Anglo-Saxons were speaking this funny language and funny accents, and then the West Germanic, they had to contribute more. The French during the 13th centuries, by King Williams, they had to contribute more, and the Latin, they had to contribute more. So if you do your research better, English is 29% French, 29% German, 29% Latin, and then the rest is those language, the Anglo-Saxon language that they used to speak. And then it's all got developed in 13th century during the conquest of the Normans, right? Where they dominated England, and the Anglo-Saxons couldn't speak French properly, and they started to speak badly some word in French, and then boom, and English was born, right? So you can't tell me it's because of England that English is very popular, but it's because of American. And why? Because of it's America. It's because of the influence that America has brought, and I mean, which people brought the influence? They are the African American. You cannot take that away from them. You can't. You can hate, you can do whatever, but you can't take that away from them. Identity, easy peasy.
Their
It's gonna be a crisis.
departure would significantly
Yep,
alter America's cultural identity. Here's where it gets good again. A decline in
exactly.
innovation.
Like a lot of
Blacks foster
creativity in
creativity
fashion.
and
Just
innovation.
imagine, like,
The loss of
basketball was
racial
created by
diversity
Dr.
could slow
Naismith in
technological.
Canada, and Canada only won one championship with Toronto Raptors because of an American, which is Kawhi Leonard. But in America, it's America. Many, if you ask so many people, is a basketball an American invention? They will say yes. Basketball is a Canadian invention. Just like the English invented football, soccer, but they are suck on football. You know what I'm saying? Canadian also, they are suck on basketball. I mean, it's always like that. And look at Brazil, the dominance of Brazil in football. Also, outside of Africa, Brazil is the number one country with a lot of black people outside of Africa in Brazil. So there is a province there in Bahia. Bahia is like 89% like black, and they've got a lot of culture similar to Africa because their roots is in Africa. Just like Vinicius Junior, the Real Madrid player in Brazil, traced his roots, and then he found that he was a Cameroonian. You know what I'm saying? So all those influence, they play a major, some major roles in cultural influence, and then it's influencing the entire global, right?
technological advances. See, y'all ancestors ain't tell y'all how sick y'all was. See, y'all before y'all found us, y'all was fighting each other.
I think people know about
See,
this
ain't nobody
information, but
passed that
I mean, like
information on to
we
y'all. Y'all don't
people
know about
know,
all
bro.
that.
Like
See, our people passed
many
information
people,
on. Y'all
like
people
me,
did.
for example, the only reason I can say like I want to go to America is because I want to see LeBron James playing. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Like I don't have any other interest. Like what kind of interest do I have? Like what you tell me? I don't have. I wanted to see like Kyrie Irving. Like I mean, man, I wanted to. I wish I could have seen Michael Jackson performing. I mean, like man, those things. This is like coming number one. I'm good where I am, you know. So I think people know about this, but you cannot just change the fact, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna head
Y'all wanted to be
over
lost in
to
translation,
ChatGPT
but we know.
and just confirm this
We
information
know.
because a lot of people think that
We know.
it's a joke. It's woke. It's a bad information or it's not accurate. But this here this here was my question at ChatGPT. What will be America without the African Americans? This is my second AI account. So, what will be America without the African Americans? The question of what America will be without African American is a profound one, touching on both history and identity. African American have been integral to shaping the country in nearly every aspect: social, cultural, economic, and political. I don't believe so much in political, but okay. Their contribution and experiences have deeply influenced the nation's identity, challenges, and progress. Here are some key points to consider when exploring this. Cultural influence. American African American have had a profound influence on American culture, particularly through music, arts, literature, and cuisine, jazz, blues, hip hop, and gospel music. For example, are some of the most influential musical genres worldwide, all born out of African American culture. The contributions to literature, such as works by authors like Toni Morrison, Langston Higgs, and James Baldwin, have shaped American literary traditions. Economical contribution. African American have been the core of America's economy development. Historically, enslaved African people played a crucial role in building the economy, particularly in the South, where their labor was a foundation to the cotton industry and other industries. Even post-slavery, African American have been vital in sectors such as agriculture, labor, and more recently, entrepreneurship and technology. Social and political movements. African American have been central to some of the most important social and political movements in US history. The abolitionist movement, the civil rights movement, and contemporary struggles for the racial justice, such as Black Lives Matter. I know a lot of people don't like Black Lives Matter, but it's true. Have been driven largely by African American, pushing the country toward a greater equality and justice for all its citizens. Without for all its citizens, without the activism, many of the freedoms and rights that Americans enjoy today might not exist. People might people like Martin Luther King, people like Muhammad Ali, people like Malcolm X, and more and more. Impact on race, relation, and identity. The African American experience has shaped America's understanding of race, racism, and national identity. Without African Americans, the country would likely, let me just say, be like Australia, New Zealand, or England. No, what? That's not ChatGPT is saying. So, yeah, without African Americans, the country would likely have a very different history in terms of racial dynamic and perhaps even its founding ideals. The struggles and triumph of African American have challenged America to live up to its ideals of liberty, equality, and justice, which is there is no equality. Sorry. Intellectual and a scientific contribution. African American have made groundbreaking contribution in science, technology, medicine, education. Figures like George Washington Carver, Dr. Charles Drew, and Mae Jamison have significantly impacted various fields, and there are countless other whose contributions have advanced knowledge and innovation. In summary, America would look like drastically like Australia, different without the presence and contribution of African American. The nation's culture, history, and social fabric have been profoundly shaped by them. Their absence would leave a void not just in terms of achievement, but in the diversity of experiences and perspective that define the American experience. African American are an essential part of the country story, and their impact on America cannot be overstated. Man, this is actually huge. You see people like Serena Williams, people like Michael Jordan, like their names are not only a celebrity, but names, black founder, black inventor, like designers and every. Their names are long, but those people they don't get a lot of recognition. I am sure, like if you're reading more about uh, Black history, I think you will be learning a lot of things because people need to start to know things, and it's not racial, but it's about recognition. When you travel to South Africa, you see um, statues everywhere. It's about recognition. When you go to Germany, when you go places in the white countries, statues are everywhere because they want to keep those images. They want to remember every time. And for Black people, I think it should be that case so that people can know, and the younger generation and the newer generation can understand their value of the people that they've been shaping the road for them. All right. So this is it for today, guys. If you're watching this, please hit the button, subscribe, activate the bell notification, and I will see you in the next video. Cheerio.